Hello, my friends. It's good to be with you again, even though it's remote and it's via video on Facebook. This is my humble try at coronavirus update number 4 here on Facebook. I've been trying to meet with you and talk about what we're feeling and what's going on ever since this started about 5 weeks ago. Today, I want to talk to you about something that is affecting many of us. I'm just calling it the longing. There's a longing in each of us that stirs up from time to time. It's a longing that's hard to put a finger on, but it's there. It pops up in our conscious every once in a while and tries to push through that hard soil of winter. It's a longing that is for something that's more than just existence and just getting by. It's a longing that everyone has, but few of us can articulate, and some of us have quashed it or squelched it for so long that we don't even realize that it's there. But it's there. It's a longing for the infinite. Days like these we're just in the midst of this scary and isolating pandemic. They seem to push us toward that longing. Initially, that push can be pretty uncomfortable, and actually it can be quite annoying, even frightening, because it's a place that we rarely make room for in our lives. And most of us maybe haven't even visited that place since we're like 5 and we gazed at the nighttime sky in wonder. Anyway, times like these that we're in push us, not only because we've lost motivation to clean and organize one more nook and cranny in our household, or because we've run out of decent Netflix movies, but because the type of time that is on our hands leaves us without many distractions. It's April 2020, and most of us are displaced or hunkered down with our families, trying to make the most of this precious, unprecedented time. I've spoken with some of you via call or text, checked out the projects and the photos and the challenges that you've conquered or attempted. But in the midst of all, it's undeniable that there's an anxiety, a deep anxiety that is going on amongst all of us. A lot of future fearing, right? And understandably, yes. But I wonder, and I'm just trying to wonder aloud, are there things to be gained from this time of uncertainty and discomfort? And think about it. I say yes. There are things that one day, as an old man or as an old woman, you'll be able to share, and it'll be known as wisdom. So let's think through that just for a minute. Where are you today in all of this? In all of this that I've been talking about? Where are you in these unusual weeks of waiting to see what will happen in the wake of the world as we know it shutting down? Where are you? You are here. Picture one of those large directories in a multi-level mall, right? Or a theme park. There's typically like a big red star in the middle, and next to it, it says, "You are here." Yeah. So you and I are here in this present moment. And my friend, that is all we have. But that's a lot. Maybe we can help each other get that right so that going forward, we each can do with less anxiety, more peace, more confidence, and even more joy. We start to lose our footing when we spend too much time thinking about how great it was in the past or future fearing of what we might lose. But really, all we ever have is this present moment. And when we end up missing the present or at least the joy or satisfaction of it, because our heads are so stuck in the past or in the future. And I think that that's a pretty typical tension in many people's lives, and especially right now. Spring 2020 is not typical. It's seriously not typical, but it's not just the dreaming about tomorrow that gets us into trouble, but anxiety rises when we give way to obsessing about tomorrow. And that's what I call future fearing. My friends, I am not pretending that I am exempt from all this. No way. But to live in a place of interior peace, we've got to look at those fears head on and get honest with ourselves. I'll tell you one of the ways that I deal with it, and I'd love to hear how you're dealing with it. One of the ways I like to talk about it is called 3XL honesty. Think of it, 3XL. That's a big shirt. So 3XL honesty, that's a lot of honesty. What I mean by this is, first, we need to be honest with ourselves, about ourselves. So you can ask yourself, what am I feeling right now? What thoughts are swirling around in my brain? What am I occupied with on the inside? Next, it's honesty. We need to be honest with God about ourselves. All those hard questions we just asked ourselves about ourselves, we need to bring them to the Lord. And if you're a believer, you know already that He knows these things, but telling Him is important because it's an act of confession and hearing ourselves say it aloud. And then finally, this may be the most difficult, we need to be honest with others about ourselves. I mean, at least one other. One person you can trust with your hard questions. One person you can trust with those tough realizations about yourself. You know the kinds of things I'm talking about, the kinds of things that pin us down and make us miserable. If there is seriously no one that you feel that you can trust, I strongly suggest you go to a counselor, find a therapist. There are many good ones out there. I know some. And it is no shame to do a little self-care. In fact, it's wisdom. But being healthy and staying healthy through this unprecedented time means involving all parts of our being, our body, our mind, and our spirit. And 3XL honesty is a start. It's the very beginning, just the beginning of paying attention to this longing that I started with. It's the start, actually, of connecting with God and who He made us to be. And this start is the start of a journey, an inward journey, one that helps us connect with the one who made us. It's a good little start, and it's one that helps us reckon with who we are and where we are. So remember with me, you're not back in high school. You know, you're not situated in September 2021. No. You are here. You are here right now with breath, with a body, with ideas, with dreams, with love to give and to share. There are many places you may go and places where you have been, but today you are here. Carpe diem. Embrace the moment. Live it, my friends. Don't lose it. Bye now.